Hi, this is Sarah Vaden with Jefferson County Extension, and today we're going to talk about one of your favorite things, and that is the strawberries. Strawberries are getting ready to come in, so they should be in Tennessee here in another week or so, and so I wanted to go ahead and get you ready by teaching you how to do strawberry jam. So with their thing, what we're going to do is we're going to have 2 quarts of crushed strawberries, and one of your favorites is we will have sugar with it also. 6 cups of sugar, 2 quarts of berries. So the first thing we'll do is we'll wash our berries and then we'll go from there. But I want to tell you about 2 books to start with. This book is published by the University of Tennessee, and it's a simple book that tells you a lot about canning, the times, the process. This book is from the University of Georgia, and it's kind of like the Bible of preserving food. So if you want to decide to can your squirrel, you can go to this book. If you want to make strawberry jam, strawberry preserve, strawberry jelly, freezer jam, all those recipes are in there. Now the advantage to this book is, this is the place that USDA does all their testing, and so all these recipes are proved to be safe if you follow the directions. And we're going to go today with a water bath canner. There's also pressure canning that is used for vegetables, meats, and soups, but the fruits and the pickles, they can be done in a water bath canner. So that's what we'll be using today, and that's a little bit simpler process. So I'll be back with you in just a minute. Let's go get these berries washed. Okay, we're now ready to start working on our berries. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get our hands washed, and we're going to go at washing our hands for 20 seconds. That's always been the rule, but with coronavirus, it's one of those rules you don't want to cheat on. You want to give it the full 20 seconds. Once we've got our hands washed, then we'll take and we'll start getting our berries washed. So we'll keep turning them around. We'll get them washed, and then we'll just rinse them. And you'll do this a couple of times. And once you've done that and you feel like you've got them washed, you'll pour them into the strainer. You're going to want to strain them good because you don't want soggy berries right now. And so you'll let these strain. Once they're strained, we'll get ready to go and chop them up. What we're going to do is we're simply going to cut this part off. Now these berries that don't come out of Tennessee are sometimes hollow in the middle. So if they are, make sure that you have bought extra berries, a little bit more than what you think you'll need, because the hollow part is going to have to go away. So I'll get to chopping, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I've now added the 6 cups of sugar, and we have got this on high, and we're going to bring it to a boil, stirring occasionally. And once it is boiling, then we're going to cut it down just a little bit, and we're going to keep cooking and stirring for 40 minutes. Okay, we have started cooking, and we're already 20 minutes into, well, actually 30 minutes into it, and we've got a little ways to go, and this is what it should be looking like. But you need to keep it at a good boil and stir frequently. The next thing I want to talk to you about is the jars. Whenever you're using your jars, they can always be reused, but I need you to make sure and run your finger around them and make sure that there's no cracks, because if there's the slightest crack, then that's going to spoil your food. So I've already washed these and got them sterilized, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to set them down in some hot water. The reason we're doing this is because when we put that hot jelly in a few minutes, if we put it in a cold jar, it's not going to be good. So we'll just put these in here for that and let them be heating up. Now you want to also check your rings. They can be reused every time, but you need to make sure that there's no rust. If there's any rust, throw it away and move on. These are the seals, these rubber seals. They can only be used once. So once that's used for canning, then they're no good. But what I need you to do is come back here and put them in just a shallow little bit of water. And that kind of loosens up the rubber ring, so when it goes down on the jar, it's ready to start sealing. Okay, we have now finished our berries, so if you'll look in here in the pot, you will see that there's red and there's pink. And the pink we don't want, so we're going to scoop the pink up and get it out. And this will take a while, but it's easier to do it when it's in the pot than when it's in the jars. Okay, cut. Okay, now we're ready to start filling our jars. And so we want to make sure that we put it to 1/4 of an inch from the top, because you need that little bit of space. Whoops. Yeah, that's it. Then you'll get your lid here. Oops, I forgot to do the wiping of the rim, so you're going to always want to make sure and wipe the rim so that there's no jelly product, because just the least bit, if you've got any of your jelly, would make that thing not seal. So I always make sure and do that. And if you forget like I did just now, back it up and make it happen, because you don't want to ruin a jar of jelly, because somebody's going to be looking for that for a Christmas present. Then we'll take our jar over here and place it in the canner. Once we've done that, we're going to lower the canner. And we need about 2 inches of water above the rings. And so we don't have enough. So I'll get the 2 inches of water in there, put the lid on, and we'll be ready to go. Okay, we have processed now for the 5 minutes that was required, and we're removing the jars. And you'll use this little tool that just grabs around the jars and makes it real safe for you. So you're going to make sure that you've placed them in a place that you're not going to bother for the next 12 to 24 hours, and then we'll come back and test our lids. The best part of the thing is finding out if your customers like it. So I'm using my husband to try it out. What do you think, Robbie?
Very, very good. Good.
Thank you. Hope y'all enjoy canning.